Though we are encouraged to couple and mate within the Legion, I don't consider you one of my cohorts. I think I'll decline. I don't know how long you've harbored these thoughts, but I would strike them from your imagination. I won't be leaving this armor anytime. Suffice it to say, my armor and I will not be separated for the time being. When the war is over, my armor saved me from the destruction of Stalwart, where thousands of others lost their lives. So you can see why I continue to wear it. For the time being, we will not be separated.
Mostly on top of his head.
Must you always be an ass, Verse?
As we said back in Ass Gang, once an ass, always an ass.
Damn it, Fatebinder, why can't you leave this be? Fatebinder, you know as well as I that Tunon forbade this. I cannot be complicit. If I must, if that will make the Fatebinder see reason. I have little confidence that Tunon will see it the same way, or that he will be able to shield me from his wrath. My Lord Binder, you have something which requires my attention? What can I do for you? Though we are encouraged to couple and mate within the Legion, I don't consider you one of my cohorts. I think I'll decline. You weren't? Forgive me, it's been some time since anyone made an advance, and I am long out of practice, as you can see. Suffice it to say, my armor and I will not be separated for the time being. When the war is over, perhaps Tunon will lend me one of his forge-bound. Until then, here I remain.
Shit.
Nobody heard that, right?
Fall before me.
Will this do? It is nigh the size of a kite shield. You have your rock. Let us leave this place. I have repeatedly asked you to leave this be, yet you persist. Do you think that you act in my interest? Do you think you know better than I where my interest lies? There was no ambiguity in the Archon of Justice's ruling. I may never understand you clerks of the court, saying one thing and plotting another, all in the name of justice. This place haunts me, Fatebinder. These walls, these lands, they were hard ones, but they possessed an austere beauty. The general saw them for what they were, lands well worth fighting for. The winds that day, they swept everything aside. They tumbled tearsmen and livestock like children's playthings. The dust choked our mouths and eyes. Trees appeared as if by magic, only to be smashed into splinters against stones. And those splinters cut like knives. We were no fools. We knew what had fallen upon us, and we took cover as best our iron shields and the general's protection allowed. Yet the wind tore us away, one by one. Some silent, some screaming. Now only I remain, in this state. Take the metal to your smith, or do not. There's nothing further to be said. Let us leave. Neither is an acceptable solution. This shell, onerous though it may be, protects me and serves you. Without the great general or the disfavored, I have no purpose.
Oh, come on, you big crybaby. I'm sure there's a siege engine somewhere in need of a counterweight.
How comforting.
I got it.
I was better off not knowing, Fatebinder. Oh, that the Archon's protection, the very thing to which I owe my life, keeps me imprisoned in this shell. Ignorance of how deeply cursed I am was the only blessing remaining me. You suggest that as if doing so would not be a betrayal of everything I hold dear, of everything I have striven for in my life. No choice exists here. This armor remains my cage, as Kairos willed. I can accept that. I hope that you can too. I have come to regard knowledge as a kind of curse, and I better understand the Overlord's injunctions against too much of it. In knowing why my armor clings to me, I think I began feeling it grow into me. Has it buried itself deeper within me? Or do I imagine this? Kairos has ordered that the Archons determine a ruler of the tiers from among themselves. This is the time to go to Archon Ash, submit to him, and beg clemency. How dare you, Archon? Any atrocities I have committed have been as your weapon. The General understands that a soldier follows orders. I am Graven Ash's shield before all others, and nothing you can say will convince me otherwise. You intend to convince me that it is a weakness that General Ash loves his legionnaires? No, I would not. And yes, the General displays moments of overzealousness. What would you have me do, Archon? I do. I swear it. Nothing has changed, Fatebinder. You convinced me to renounce the Archon for nothing. I have committed treason. You believed you could stand equal to the Archon of war. And I now bear the weight of your hubris. Make peace with the General, Archon. I would not have you stand opposite him on the field of battle. The dishonor of our actions has hollowed me, Archon. I may never be unsullied again. Archon? Yes, the pain has faded significantly. The memory of it, however, I suspect that shall remain with me until I draw my last breath. The great general is dead. The disfavored broken. Everything I have valued in my life, lost. And in return, what has the world gained? A stone shield who can choose to lay down his armor? At the center of this all, you. You are an unrepentant scoundrel. You lie, cheat, and steal, twisting everything around you for your bottomless ambition. So you freed me of my shell. What of it? It only proves how little you value my wishes. Do my words strike close to the mark, then? There remains nothing further to say. Let us do anything else.
Too much.